Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's coffee time. It's Southern Sunday lunchtime here on Coffee Time with John and Mama. I'm John and this is Mama. If you're not on our page, on our Facebook page, head on over there. Go to Coffee Time with John and Mama. And we've got over 167,000 of you all out there. So if it's a site that has less than that, don't sign up for it. Because there are some duplicates out there. Not hacked, just duplicated. They just took our stuff, made their own little happy page without our permission. Today we're having something delicious, something I love, and I don't know if I've shown you all this yet or not. I told Mama I said I really can't remember. I went back and searched, I couldn't find it. So we're having chicken Alfredo stuffed shells. Sounds awful hard and awful fancy, don't it? But it ain't. It's neither hard nor fancy. It's delicious though, isn't it, Mama?
I'm gonna put the shells on, let them be cooking while you're talking.
Okay. Mama says I've sat here long enough. Now what I'm doing, I'm just going through trimming up this spinach. You can see here. What I'm doing is just taking off some of the stems. You don't have to. I have been lazy before and just thought, them stems will cook up. And they do. They wilt right down with the rest of it. But I'm going to go through and do a few here. I'm putting a lot of spinach in. The original recipe that I have, it calls for like a cup. But you all know how spinach is, or any kind of green. You put it in the heat. It just kind of disintegrates. These little ones I don't fool with cutting the stems. It's just these bigger ones. This is baby spinach, or really it's mixed spinach. But you want to just kind of trim them up a little bit. You want the coarser ones like that. That may be a little bit.
Just fix half a box?
I just fix them all. What I don't stuff today, or if we don't have enough, I'll put cheese on them tomorrow or something. And then I've got that other stuff in there. I've got that leftover stuffing from the peppers of the night that we never did assign to anything. Those would be great stuffed. We'll make another meal out of them. Yes, just fix them all, Mama.
There's a lot of them.
Well, and they get bigger. Can you imagine? So what are y'all having today? And have you ever heard of this chicken Alfredo stuffed shells? Have you ever done stuffed shells? You think that'd be way too hard? They're not. They're just a little time consuming, but they're worth it in the end. And they taste good, and they're good for a dinner. Like if you're having company over, you can impress them with some stuffed shells. It's like a lot of things. It looks like a lot of trouble, but it's not terrible. So I'm not going to cut up this spinach because there's a lot of little leaves. I'm just trying to get some of the coarser stems off. And I'm just going to put them all in there because once I put them in there, they melt away. In fact, they melt away so much. Sometimes you put spinach in something, if you don't put enough, you think, did I put spinach in there? I see a few green flakes. Looks like parsley, but it just kind of does its thing and goes away. Some of these are big coarse stems. But it'll all work. Are y'all ready for the big game today? Everybody gonna be watching. Are you watching for the game? You watching for the commercials? Come on, you can be honest. A lot of people watch those Super Bowl commercials, Super Bowl halftime. But a lot of people are watching for the game. But a lot of people show up for the snacks.
That's what I'd show up.
Mama says that's what she's coming for, the snacks. If you invite Mama over, fix extra snacks. That's what she's coming for. All right, folks. I've got most of these coarse ones off. We ain't gonna worry about.
I'm gonna do these little cut pieces.
Put them in there, Mama. I'll eat them. Mama said some of them was broke. She wasn't gonna cook them. It's all pasta, Mama. Huh?
I picked out all the good ones.
I will pick them out when we stuff them. Don't worry. We'll use them, but I'll eat them broke up pieces. They'll take marinara sauce or whatever. It's all pasta. And if you don't have shells to stuff, skip the stuff and just make the filling. Pour your layer of noodles in there. You could even use lasagna noodles for this. Pour your layer of noodles in there. Use elbow macaroni. That'd be good. The shells just hold it, and it's just a little different. But as far as taste goes, you just need pasta. So remember, as we always say, there's no hardcore rules here. These are your dishes. Make them the way you want them. Now look at all them stems I saved you, Mama.
Oh, I need them stems to throw on my garden.
Mama, throw them away. Mama said for you try to make me eat them. Am I that mean, Mama?
Yeah.
Mama, I didn't get a bowl. Or do you want me to mix it in the... I guess I better have a bowl. Let me get a bowl. Y'all hang tight. Mama, can you come in here and dance and sing? We'll entertain because I got to get a bowl. I forgot. Folks, if you're going to do a TV show live, get your stuff together. I mean, come on, show a little interest.
How big a bowl are we looking for?
I got all the stuff though, but I forgot the bowl. Bear with me. Y'all sit here and look at this Southern Secrets onion and garlic because Mama ain't gonna sing.
Was this be big enough?
Yeah, if you want me to use it. Mama come up with this. This ain't the bowl I was gonna pick. I was gonna go get a glass bowl. But Mama said.
Well, if you want to get the glass bowl, you'll have to get it. Cause
that's the reason I said I was gonna get it, Mama.
Go get it then, because that's high in the cabinet.
I'll use this bowl, Mama. Okay, folks, here we go. So
it's
this
not softened yet.
it is pretty soft. You did good. Yeah. Mama said this wasn't soft, but it's pretty soft. Okay, I'm gonna open it up. That'll make it soften a little bit more because it's been in the refrigerator. We've had it out about 20-30 minutes. It don't soften. It don't take forever to soften. Let's just open him up. This is an 8-ounce cream cheese. This is our store brand, but you can use whatever you have available to you. Now, in this bowl, I'm going to put some chicken, cooked chicken that we already cooked. Now, Mama cooked this chicken Friday, I believe. Friday. And I'm going to start with the chicken, and I'm going to mix it up. Let me read you the recipe. Y'all hold on, okay? So this is called Chicken Alfredo Stuffed Shells. Well, thank you, Mama. Chicken Alfredo Stuffed Shells. You're going to need a cup of cooked chicken. 1 block of cream cheese. Check. A half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Freshly grated in this jar. Don't judge. Our store didn't have. I'm sorry. I looked. I even told Mom, get some fresh grated Parmesan cheese because they'll be judging.
I don't think there's going to be here.
They'll be judging me and saying I should have grated my own. And I said, I ain't got none. So you can use this. And I use this all the time. It's a good cheat. It's a good...
There's a sharp cheddar in here.
No, we got to have parm, Mama. 1 large egg, 1 cup of spinach. Now, folks, try 3 cups of spinach. 1 teaspoon of garlic and 1 teaspoon of onion powder, but I'm going to substitute with this onion garlic here because I can't do garlic powder. And then salt and pepper to taste, and that's it, folks, for the stuffing mix. Now, I think what this is saying is 1 cup of spinach to go inside the shells. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to put 2 more cups in my Alfredo. So this is 2 recipes in 1. You can tear this recipe apart and use the sauce for many things. You can use the sauce with egg noodles and chicken, egg noodles and beef. You can use this Alfredo sauce that I'm going to make here in a minute for all your Alfredo needs. So what I'm going to do start with here is my chicken. This chicken is in chicken broth. That's what you're seeing there. And we're going to save that because we're going to use that. Now it says a cup. I'm going to tell you I'm going to use all this chicken. So I may have more than...
A lot. I may not have to use all of that.
I'm going to anyway, Mom. Don't let those noodles get too done. I want them al dente because we're going to bake them some more. Mama's trying to begrudge me a little bit of chicken. She don't want me to use it.
Now, won't you use the shells or the chicken?
She don't want me to have nothing. That's what she's trying to say with this pink bowl. That's a Tupperware.
Oh, that's why you didn't want that bowl or pink bowl.
That's a Tupperware lady for you. So, That's the chicken I'm going to use. It says it's a cup. It's probably more. Maybe by just a little, though. And I'm just going to take this spoon and just break it up a little bit. Because I'm going to stir it. By the time I get through with it, it ain't going to know what hit it. It's going to be all stirred up. It's good and tender. So that's that. Now I'm going to put this cake of cream cheese, and it's not open the prettiest. I've seen people open it much prettier than that. But for some reason, there, it's come out. Trying to embarrass me in front of my friends. That's the cream cheese. And it was just an 8-ounce block. You use whatever you got. It'd be great. And this is not the most comfortable spoon. These metal spoons are not the most comfortable. Mama, have you got my spoon over there?
Well, I have yours.
Well, yeah, you know you would, Mama. You know you'd take it. So he's got a pretty spoon. I'm going to get that one. You can keep it. I'll got me another one. Oh, folks, it's all about having a good time. Enjoy yourself in the kitchen. Gather the family in. That cream cheese could have been 1 degree softer.
I told you. Your mama told you it wasn't hardly soft enough.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for her to tell me. This is going to work. I'm warming it up. You can see here. Look. Look, it's coming right together. Now, you're making two things here. Don't let me confuse y'all. This
You've
is...
already confused me.
This is the stuffing for your shells. Then we're going to make an Alfredo sauce in addition to. What I read you off is your ingredients for your stuffing. Okay? So I'm going to mix this up. This is just chicken and cream cheese. And tell me, how could you go wrong with that? Chicken and cream cheese and anything is delicious. So that's it. Now we've got our cup of chicken-ish, cup-ish, block of cream cheese, a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. So this is the parm. You're wanting to use a half a cup. So sprinkle liberally. 1 large egg. Mama, I don't have that check bow you love so good right here. I got one. And I learned my lesson the other night. I will be checking the eggs because it's just the thing to do. And you don't want a shell. And you want it to be just perfect. So that's going to bind this together. And that egg is perfect. Ready to go. Right in there it goes. Now I'm going to just mix the yolk up so it'll stir better. Just like that. With that parm, chicken, and the sour cream. I know that makes that scratchy noise because it's a metal spoon. Let's just lay you over there, noise maker. And then it says a cup of spinach. Now what I'm going to do, I kind of changed my mind in the middle of the game there. Did you just hear that snap? That was me changing my mind. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and chop up a little bit of spinach for the inside because you can't cram a whole leaf in a shell. So I'm going to use approximately a cup for the inside of my shell.
Check this and see if it's tender as you want it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, Mama, those are perfect. That'll be perfect. I am going to just, what do they call this, chiffonade or something? I've heard it on the cooking shows. You roll it up tight, and then you just sort of cut down the middle, just like that. Because you're going to, this is your shell stuffings, so it's going to have to be a little smaller. I don't know if it's called that or not. What do y'all call it? Good afternoon from Ohio. Well, hello, Carol. How are you? Just going to chop this up really good and fine as I can get it. This is fresh spinach, as you all can tell. But I'm just going to chop it up good and fine. It's going to be pretty in those shells too. This is one of those meals that just looks pretty. It'll impress your guests. Your kids might eat it better because it's something different. You know, it's just one of those things. It's a Sunday kind of meal. Now, I probably wouldn't come home from work on a Tuesday night and make this. I might for you all. But I'm talking about in real life, I probably wouldn't. Those shells are perfectly al dente. That's what you want. Because you do not want them breaking up while you're trying to fill them up. And then you're going to have to bake them. So you got to give them a little bit of cook time for later. Let's get our pink bell book over here. Let's put our approximately cup of spinach in there. You got to just fill with shell. Don't eat shell on camera. Note yourself. Can't do nothing with it. Just chew it like gum. I might be blowing bubbles with it. It's perfectly al dente. Oh, that hot coffee. No shell to worry about. Now then, salt and pepper to taste. Mama, I'm going to put a shake of salt. Now, last night's recipe, I just used a shake in the sloppy joes, and I read to you all and I said 2 tablespoons, so that was a typo. It was 2 teaspoons, but I still say shake. So go with the original when I said shake, not what, but Nona fixed it. Do you have the pepper grinder over there? I think this would be better with brown pepper. I am putting a shake.
The regular one.
The big one. That's fine though. Pepper. It's just that's the tricolored corns, and the other is the black corn. So this is just tricolored pepper. We do use both. This is just some fresh ground tricolor pepper. Alright. Now, the original recipe says 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. So I've got y'all's secret, Southern Secret onion and garlic here. And that's what I'm going to use. Now, y'all's giving it a special, 10% off site-wide. And if you use JOHN, capital JOHN, they give you 10% off everything. So I'm going to do the equivalent of 2 teaspoons. Because I was supposed to have done a teaspoon of garlic and a teaspoon of onion. This is just a teaspoon of everything gravy. Or 2 teaspoons. And that's y'all's brand. If you don't have this, go order it. But until you get it, if you want to make this, to a teaspoon of garlic and a teaspoon of onion powder. That's it, folks. That's all they told me to put in here. That's everything. And give it a good mix. So that's what I'm going to do now. If I make a little noise, forgive me. Blame Mama for getting this bowl. This Tupperware bowl. Mama, you hear all that noise you're causing?
What? Glass bowl would be.
Huh?
A glass bowl would be making noise, wouldn't it?
Why, it'd just be as quiet as church mouse.
Oh, I didn't know that's quiet.
Church mouse or glass bowls?
Either one.
Mama says she wasn't interested in either one. You notice the glass bowls I have to get because they're up in the cabinet. Mama says she wasn't using them anyway. She uses these all the time. See how that's coming together, folks? Look at that. It's a beautiful chicken, cream cheese, spinach, all that wonderful flavors paste. Now, let me clean out this knife. It's got a big old clump of cream cheese in it.
There's a knife you could have used.
Mama, my finger's perfectly clean, I promise.
For a spoon.
I'm getting scolded. Sorry. I know y'all hate to have to talk rough to me.
You're through with the pepper?
Yes, ma'am. Well, you might put some in the Alfredo.
Well, I'll leave it set.
Okay, Mama, I need a little spoon to put these noodles right there in that drawer.
You're talking about one of these little round, or the round? This big.
That's right. Yeah, that'd be fine. Now we got the noodles done. Mom, oh, they look so good. She's got them piled up over here. I just like to coat them with cheese and eat them. Y'all want to talk about this? Okay. So it's a cup of chicken, a block of cream cheese, a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, fresh grated or out of the jar, 1 large egg, 1 cup of spinach chopped up, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, salt and pepper to taste. Fresh ground pepper is what's recommended. I didn't use the teaspoon of garlic or the teaspoon of onion powder. I used 2 teaspoons of y'all's Southern Secret onion and garlic powder. So we're on the same page. Now this, we'll set aside. Right there. We're not through with it. We're just letting it rest a minute because we got more work to do. So for this next part, I'm going to take y'all over.
You need this?
Yeah, and I'm going to take them over to the stove because we're going to have to do. We can do part of it here, and then we'll have to move, folks. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, a cup of whole milk. Did you already get me a cup of milk?
No, sir. I forgot that part.
Okay, cup of whole milk. And I'm going to use some canned cream. It calls for heavy cream. I ain't got none. So I'm going to have to use other. 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 cup of Parmesan, salt and pepper. That's what's going in our Alfredo. I want y'all to remember, this right here that I'm fixing to make, you can make this for any chicken Alfredo you want, for noodles of any kind that you want. It's all good and it's all ready. Let's go to the stove and cook a while. We've not done this in a while. I hate to have to move y'all around. I really do. Some of y'all don't like it, and some of y'all have said it makes you sick, and I never want to make y'all sick. But we're gonna have to come over here to the stove. Can y'all see that pot good? All right, good. Let's turn on our burner. And let's do, it says 2 tablespoons, but that's probably closer to 3, because I'm gonna make extra. Because like I done said, I've got extra noodles. No, this will just be our roux. And I'm gonna get this butter going. Then I'm gonna put about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, which is not self-rising, all-purpose, okay? Y'all ever made a roux? This is a roux. Put your butter. It's just like making gravy. Can y'all see that? Let me see if I can see a comment. Hello? I hope y'all can see it. You know, watch that better a second. Alright, so I'm going to do, this is all-purpose flour. Do what, Mom?
Tablespoons over here.
Okay.
Here you go.
Bless you. You are the best one, Mama. Mm-hmm. The rule with the roux is you want to do equal parts of oil or butter to equal parts of flour. Makes a good mix. Now remember, we're not making gravy, we're making Alfredo sauce, homemade. You can use this for any time you need Alfredo sauce. So the butter's melted. We're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, and I'm going to do 3, because that's about how much butter I had. Also remember, flour is raw and needs to be cooked. Don't cook it any less than a couple of minutes, because you don't want that flour taste. You want the goodness that comes from it. And that's what you're doing now, is just making Alfredo. You can add chicken broth in it. You can make creamy, you can make chicken broth. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this little roux right here. You just want to keep stirring it. It's going to brown a little bit, and that's good. This is also the beginning to my KFC copycat chicken gravy. Alright, I'm going to put my ingredients over here. I might have to have more cream. Heavy cream would be great, but don't let that keep you from making a meal. You can always use evaporated milk in place of it. You want this good and hot. I got it on high because I'm wanting it to brown. This will take just a few minutes, but this is the second part of the recipe. And this is the part that I think you all will use more than the stuffed shells. You'll be making this Alfredo for all kinds of stuff. You can skip all this mess and just buy you a jar of Alfredo. But I want to teach y'all how to make your own jar and more. Because this is easy to make, no problem. You don't want this to scorch. You're dealing with butter. Now the difference with breakfast gravy is you're dealing with bacon grease. It won't scorch like this butter will. You don't want it to scorch. I can smell, and it's been cooking for about 2 minutes now. I know that flour's cooking. I can smell the nuttiness in it. It just smells good. You'll know when you start smelling, that smells pretty good, that your flour's cooked out. Not cooked out, but it's cooked down. It's no longer raw. It's bubbling. See how it's foaming? That's the right place to be. This is cold, whole milk. I want to share a little trick with y'all too. A friend of mine was making a recipe and it was an old-fashioned recipe from 100 years ago. And it called for sweet milk. Anytime you see a recipe calling for sweet milk, it's just plain old milk. Just vitamin D, whole milk out of a jug. If it calls for sweetened condensed milk, that's when you're talking about your Carnation or whatever you got, or Eagle Brand or whatever. You see how instantly that got thick? Now I'm going to put in a cup of this, would be my heavy cream. But this is just what we call cream or evaporated milk. Putting it right in there. That plain flour is what's thickening it. You can add another liquid. You can add water, chicken broth, or something like that to this if it starts getting thick again. Or you can put a little bit more evaporated milk. Got one on standby here in case I need it. This is so good on everything. Maggie agrees. I hope y'all can see good. Of course, you see the coffee over here. You drinking your water, Maggie? Now I'm going to add a little salt now. This is just a shake of salt. And I'm going to go ahead and put, well, here it is, a little bit of black pepper. Now this is starting to get thick again. I'm going to go ahead and use this church key. I call it church key now that somebody taught me better. And I'm going to open up a little bit more of this canned cream. I'm just going to add enough to thin it down a little bit. Now I'm going to put my cup of Parmesan. And no, this is not the fresh grated. This is out of the jar. You won't be ashamed. If anybody says so, that's why he done it. I just done what he did. I would have grated my own, but he didn't. I ain't going to either. Mama, read us the recipe for this so they can hear. Now this has got some clumps in it. I guess fresh grated wouldn't have any clumps. But just mash them down. Add a little bit more of this. It's thickening good.
2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 cups of whole milk, 1 cup of heavy cream, 2 cloves of minced garlic. You ain't got your garlic in there.
And I don't have another cup of whole milk. I just used 1. So I guess that's maybe what's thicker. And here's our minced garlic. 2 cloves is approximately 2 tablespoons. I'm not putting quite that much. I'm just putting probably about the equivalent of 1 clove. And I need another whole milk, Mama. Another sweet milk.
Oh, that was your ink pen fell out of here.
Right. That's all right though. Now,
Don't step on it.
this is just that spinach. He goes into the pool. That's probably another 2 cups. You can use broccoli. You can use asparagus. You could use any kind of green. But this is just going to melt down in here. This is Alfredo with the best. We could simply take that cooked chicken and heated us up some kind of noodle. Put that in there and pour this over top of it. Add the cheese and been done with it. The stuffed...
Look what she made a mess.
The stuffed shells is just a little extra trouble, a little extra something. But it's good to know a little extra every once in a while. You don't have to use it every time. Gonna put that 2nd cup of whole milk in there. That's gonna calm it all down. You see where that broccoli went? Or that spinach? That's the reason I said 1 cup in this would not do anything. We need, now that cool milk just simmered it right down, and that's what we want for now, because we don't need it thickened anymore. We're good with it just the way it is. Now this is nothing you can leave. You notice I've not left it. This is something you need to stir. Keep it stirred. I'm gonna let it thicken up, let that milk come back up to temperature, and that's all we're gonna worry with. I'm gonna get me a mat here. Set it right there. And that's our Alfredo. Now, let's take it over here. Notice I can grab this handle, don't have to worry with it. Because these don't get hot. So there you are. That's your Alfredo sauce. Can y'all see that good? That's it. It's a good thickness, looking good, gonna taste good, gonna be good. So, now, here's where I would pause y'all and say, we'll be back when I get all these shells stuffed. But since we're live, y'all have to endure a little of this extra. So in this Alfredo sauce, let's review that for you. 2 tablespoons of butter, I use 3. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, I use 3. Just use equal. 2 cups of whole milk. 1 cup of heavy cream or evaporated milk is what I used. 2 cloves of minced garlic, or that can equal there. 1 cup of parm and salt and pepper to taste. That's it, folks. That's all it's in.
You need this burner that you left out.
Did you catch that last No, ma'am. Thank you for turning that out for me. I get in more trouble. Okay. This beautiful parm, or not parm, Alfredo. We need a little bit of it. So.
You want me to get you the dipper?
Yeah, that would be easiest, Mama. I was gonna do it the hard way, but since you want to do it the easy way.
Here you go.
I tell you what, she's as handy as a pocket on a shirt. So I'm just gonna dip me some out. I've not greased this or anything. I'm just gonna use the Alfredo sauce. Look at that beautiful spinach in there. All this is going right in here. You just want to cover the bottom of your container. This is a 9x9 casserole dish. You just want to cover the bottom of that container, just like that. Then you want to stuff all these shells. Now this may take a few minutes. I apologize for that. And I could have stuffed them up already probably, but then I couldn't have mixed it up. I thought about all these things. And I thought if I stuff them up, I can't mix them up. I can't show them. So here we go. Welcome to live Facebook. Here's your shells. Now they're al dente and they're just perfect. They're not ripping apart. They're easy to do. And all we're gonna do, can I get you at a good angle? Let me see if I can raise you up high. How's that?
Have
Can
you
see?
used your parsley flakes?
Not yet. Mommy, you want to help with this so we can do it before tomorrow?
Do it for
I mean, I hate to keep them here all night. Stuff that shell and lay it right in there like that. Stuff this shell. You're just putting a scoop in each shell. And in here, y'all seen us make this.
Get me some in here.
This is the chicken.
I'll work with it.
And the, I'll give her most of it. So
No.
she'll have more work to do. Mama will split the difference with the bowl too. Look at there. Mama, notice how she done that. She got up there where you couldn't see her. But I ain't gonna fuss if she'll help me. It's hard to get her to do anything.
I believe I work.
Mama, you work all the time. You're the workingest one woman I ever seen.
You stuff them more than I've done that one?
No. There ain't no wrong way to do it. You just stuff them. You just got your shells, you stuff them, and you put them in here. Now, we're not doing this whole plate, but I just didn't want half a box of shells, and I thought we'll stuff them with something else. That'll inspire me to make another meal. On another day, Mama.
Oh boy.
Now see how simple this is? We're cutting up and acting up, but it's really easy. And if you didn't have to video and you were just making this at home, you can make this in just a few minutes. It's not hard at all. And all you're doing is just stuffing your little shells. Like I said, this is more for a fancy, or I want to try something different, or I'm in a rut and I'd like to have a new supper kind of meal. Because you can definitely make this mixture and just add it to some pasta in your Alfredo. And that's all you really have to worry about. It doesn't have to be stuffed shells, but it's neat. And it's something that probably, it's like a lot of things, you should know how to do in case you ever need to do it, but you don't have to. If you don't ever want to fool with the stuffed shells, that's fine. Just make your pasta. Like I said, this would be great, absolutely easy and great to do with lasagna noodles. You would just put your Alfredo, put a layer of your chicken, put your noodle, put your layer of your chicken, put your Alfredo, just stack it up. Be an easy fix.
Hard done out.
Well, like always, Mama, I don't have to do most of the work. Folks, don't believe nothing I say like that. That's just me carrying on with Mama. Mama does all the work. Mama is, whoo, if I had her energy, I hope I'm as young as her someday. She's the young one in the family. She's the one that I have to say, turn that rock and roll music down. That ain't no lie. That ain't no lie. We don't have rights to any music, but this is a house of music. We play music a lot. We have, you know who over there playing music a lot. And Mama, tell them your favorite song. Tell them. Don't be shy, Mama. Be proud of it.
I love rock and roll, old time rock and roll.
Old time rock and roll, 50s. And what's your favorite?
Now, it's not 50s.
What's your favorite
Because
artist?
Leonard Skinner and the Silver Bullet Band plays it in the 70s or 80s. But it's,
Tell them your favorite song.
I love the old time rock and roll, but it's not from the 50s.
And if you say it much, that right over there, I won't say her name, but she'll come on and start talking. I can't get her to hush.
She reminds me I ain't listened
Yeah.
in a few days.
Would you like to hear?
No.
That's what she says. Would you like to hear? Yeah, just had a little bit left on you and then left.
No. Are you?
Folks, this is simpler than I have made it to be. Y'all know I can complicate anything. Somebody told me one time, said, John, you could complicate a 2-car funeral.
Johnny. Terrible.
Well, Mama, was the thing talking about me, making things complicated. So that's it. That's simple. That's easy. And look how pretty that is. And there's your stuffed shells. Now, we're just going to take this Alfredo and we're going to put it right over top of these shells. Look, here it goes, folks. Oh my goodness. I can already taste this. This is so good. So easy. Now I've got this whole thing of shells left here. What on earth will I do with it? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with part of them. I'm going to take that stuffed bell pepper mix that we had the other night left, and I'm going to stuff me a few of them one day for lunch. And that's going to be my lunch. Then I'm going to take the rest of them, and I'm going to make me some macaroni and cheese out of them or something. I'm not going to let them go to waste. Not going to let them go to waste. I'm going to use all this in here because it'll just make it so good. Now your shells are already cooked. Your chicken is already cooked. Your Alfredo's already cooked. Y'all see where I'm going here with this?
Here, hold your spoon down. I'll pour it in it and you pour it for you.
It ain't going to take long, folks, for this to be done. All it's going to do is get brown and bubbly, good and delicious. And then we're going to top it with cheese. And then we're going to eat it up. And you could put a little breadcrumbs on it if you want. You could even put you some Ritz crackers and butter on it if you want. That's all up to you. But that's it, folks. Oh, can I have that spoon, please?
Yes, sir.
You're so sweet. I'm trying to make up. Give me a hard time. Clean off my ladle because I don't want to waste nothing.
Thank you.
And now I'm just going to smooth this out just like this. Now, Mama's going to put this in the oven for us. It's at 350. And we're just going to say, because ovens are not all the same, I'm just going to simply say till bubbling and a little brown. Okay? And we're going to leave it in there about 10 minutes. Then we're going to take it out. We're going to cover it with cheese. And we're going to use the 4 cheese blend. Some of y'all maybe already have to go somewhere or something, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put this in there until it's good and bubbly brown. I'm going to cover it with 4 cheese. Take it out. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of parsley flakes on top just to make it pretty. And then we're going to have lunch. But I promise you it ain't going to take too much longer. Mama, is this too heavy?
No.
If you'll just put that in there for us, we'll have lunch, brunch. It's not hardly brunch because it's not breakfast. So, now for my favorite part, I want to see what y'all are up to. While that cooks, let's chat. What do y'all have for Sunday lunch? It's the Lord's Day. I'm not sure what's going on. The Spirit of Christmas by Ray Charles. I love that song. That would be, I don't know, do I know that song? I'll have to listen to it. I'll remember that. Lasagna, Doris. I love lasagna. Love watching you, John and Mama, every day. Well, thank you, Deanna. Or Dana. Is it Dana? Yeah, oh, Mama, I need that, I guess. Because I've got some, a little bit of looks like spinach. What else are you having? Well, Christy, that's it. We should have a bunch of stuff with it, should we? You could have a salad with this. This is it's a casserole, but it takes a pot for your noodles and it takes a pan for your Alfredo sauce. So it's a 3-pot wonder.
3-pot.
Blessed Sunday to you, Mama. Blessed Sunday to you too, Vicky. We've already had a blessed Sunday. We had a great church service. Had a good time this morning with Sunday school highlights. A lot of love, you and Mama. Linda, there he is. We love each other, but we pick on each other. Mary Mott, how are you? Hey, Juanita, absolutely love you. Well, thank you, Juanita. Y'all are giving all loves today. It looks like it will be delicious. Have a wonderful day, Melanie. We will. I hope you're not leaving us, but if you are, you have a blessed day. Hey, John and Mama, y'all get any snow? Nope, we didn't get any, and I don't think we're supposed to. Now, we were told we were going to get a mix, but we've kind of
I'm going to
got
put
past
the
that.
noodles in here before they dry out.
Yep. And we'll have something else with those. Like I said, I've still got that stuffing, but if I was going to make this for just me and Mama, a half a box would have been plenty to fix. But that box was getting close to the date anyway, and I'm not planning on stuffing anymore for another month or so. So when it's getting like that, I just go ahead and fix it. That box said it would be up in March, so I might as well go ahead and fix it. It's my theory. Because if we find it after that, then Mama will be wanting to throw it away. So at least if I go ahead and cook them, I'm going to use them more likely. But if you're not, you're going to put them in some kind of Tupperware container or something. Half a box of the shells was plenty. It said 32 on that recipe, but I'd say that's not how many we got. We got fewer than that. Hey Andrea, how are you? Please put recipe in comments. Judy, Miss Nola will do that for us. Just look for her and she'll have that in there. I'll read the recipe to y'all again while we're waiting. But this is the whole meal, and you're fixing 2 different things here. This is chicken Alfredo stuffed shells. For the stuffed shells, the stuffing for the shells, the first thing you want to do is get you a box of shells and put your little salt and a little butter in them and cook them al dente. Make sure they're not mushy. You won't be able to hold them. You won't be able to stuff them. You want them al dente. So follow the instructions on your box to al dente. Then the stuffing that I mix, and you want to mix that in a separate bowl. 1 cup of cooked chicken, or whatever you cook up a little bit. You know, it don't have to be. These are not hard and fast. A block of cream cheese softened. Stir that in. Make you a good chicken cream cheese paste. A half a cup of Parmesan cheese, or if you want to, use a little bit more. And I use the can because I'm telling you, we are so thankful to have our little Save-A-Lot, but they didn't have a block of Parm, and that's what we deal with sometimes. So I used the other. I did want to buy fresh grated Parm for y'all because y'all know I don't grate a lot of cheese. I always say freshly grated out of this bag. But today I was going to do better, but I couldn't. 1 large egg to bind your filling. 1 cup of spinach. Now I used 3 cups total or 4. So in the mix though, in the stuffing, take you some spinach, chop it up fine so you'll have a little taste of that spinach in your stuffing. It also makes it very pretty. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I used 2 teaspoons of Southern Secret onion and garlic because it doesn't bother me. I'm allergic to garlic powder. I'm allergic to whatever they put in the powder. I don't know what it is, but I don't do that. So this is what I used. And then just salt and pepper to taste. Ground pepper is best, it said on the recipe. I don't know where this recipe came from. I've had it for a while, and I keep adding it. I've got notes on it, whatever. So that's all the stuffing that you need. That's it for the stuffing. For the Alfredo sauce, you can shortcut it and just buy you a jar. No judgment. I think that would be great. Buy you a jar. But I wanted to show you how I make Alfredo for chicken Alfredo, chicken parm, any of those things that you need that white sauce for. It's so simple and easy. Use, I'm going to say equal parts butter and flour. because it says 2 tablespoons here of flour. I use 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of plain flour. If you don't have plain flour, go ahead and use self-rising. It's not the end of the world. It just might foam up a little bit on you more because it's got everything in it. 2 cups of whole milk, sweet milk. Whole milk, sweet milk is what you buy in the jug for your cereal. So it's just vitamin D, whole milk, what you pour over your cereal. 2 cups of that. I put 1 cup in on my flour and my roux, and then I wait and I add the last cup at the end, and it thins it down to where I need it, and it also stops it from boiling and thickening it even more. 1 cup of heavy cream. They didn't have heavy cream, or you forgot heavy cream?
I had it on my mind, but time I got back to it, it was off my mind.
She forgot heavy cream. So we just use canned cream, or evaporated milk as you all call it. 2 cloves of minced garlic. I used a good 1 clove, which is equivalent to 1 teaspoon of the minced garlic you buy in the store, and that's what I use. I hardly ever use fresh garlic because you gotta cut it, you gotta let it cook. I just think that in the jar serves my purposes most of the time. Then another cup of parm in your Alfredo, and I used out of the jar for that too. And then salt and pepper, and that's it. And this is as easy as it is. So the Alfredo sauce can be used with chicken Alfredo. It can be used with any kind of Alfredo meal you want to have. You can just put it over noodles, just the white sauce, no chicken, no nothing. Just have Alfredo noodles. Delicious. You can also add chicken stock to it if you want, instead of the, well, I don't know what I would change in here. I guess instead of the whole milk, I would just use the chicken stock, and that would make it more flavorful for a chicken pasta dinner, I guess, and not be as creamy, but it would still be very flavorful. And then you can top this whole dish with cheese and breadcrumbs, just the breadcrumbs you buy in the store, but we're going to omit the breadcrumbs, and we're just going to use our 4-cheese blend pizza, 4-cheese blend Mexican cheese that you put on pizza. So that's all we're going to do. So this recipe, as hard as I made it today, it's very simple, very easy. And I'm sure y'all will enjoy it, and it's good. Now, have I already said it, and I'll say it again. You can skip the whole stuff into the shells if you don't want to. Just cook you some lasagna noodles. Do a lasagna with chicken and this whole mixture. Put it in there, layer your thing just like you would lasagna. And
all the 4 cheeses you've got left.
I think there's another one. If not, you can use cheddar. You can use lasagna noodles. You could use egg noodles. You could use.
Well, you've got 2 of them here.
Yes, ma'am. You can use any kind of noodle you want to use. Bow tie pasta would be delicious with this meal, and not filled with the stuffed shells. You want to do a little extra? Maybe you got family coming over and you think, I'm going to put forth a little bit more in it. You know, when you're using your good dishes and all the glasses match, that knitter. You could do the stuffed shells. But it's easy, it's not hard, and it's enjoyable. And it's going to be tasty. I know it's going to be tasty. It's full of flavor, full of goodness, and it's going to be good. Pray in God's hands. I think somebody's got a prayer request. Let's pray for whoever they're praying for. Yes, put parboil first and drain well. Are you talking about the eggs, the shell noodles? Yes. You want to drain them and cook them to al dente. Al dente just means not completely soft or tender. Just there's still a little bite to them. You can tell by the way they look. They have a little thickness to them.
Means not done to me.
Mama don't like any pasta not done. And I said, Mama, you're supposed to eat all pasta al dente. Not me.
I don't want to have to chew.
It is chewy. It's got, they say it has a little bite to it. To bite you back. Mama, this will be done though when it comes out this time. Because right now it's finishing up from al dente to Mama style. Are you convinced?
I will when I bite into it.
Mama, show me your necklace. Is this not a necklace somebody sent you?
Yeah, it's a heart necklace for Valentine's.
Mama got all dressed up for Valentine's today.
Since Valentine's Day is what, Tuesday? Yeah.
Oh, I don't
and
know.
I put on my jacket I wore to church.
Oh, now we're gonna.
And show
Give it.
my pen that I was like sent.
Mama's fixing it. Oh, that jacket. Pretty blouse, Mama. Thank you, Melissa. I agree. I want it done, Lori says. Look how fancy. Mama, you shiny.
And this is a pen a lady sent me, so
What's-
I deserved some roses. And I thought, well, how appropriate to wear that pen for in honor
I don't
of
think they can see it, Mama.
Valentine's Day.
Can y'all see her pen?
Well, I believe they can.
Mama, you got something else to show them today, too. It's pretty.
What?
Mama's going to do a little dessert.
Oh, no.
You ain't going to do that now?
No.
Hand them over here, Mama. I want to show them what you're going to do later.
Later.
We'll come back with another live
Maybe.
because we'll do this one. It's already long. And we'll come up with another live. And Mama's going to do some chocolate covered strawberries. She'll show y'all how to do that. Probably as soon as we get through eating and get things cleaned up. I don't know what time, but she's got her berries washed in vinegar and a little salt. Let them set so they'll be good and clean. She's washed them good and she's letting them dry good on this sheet pan. And then she's going to do chocolate covered strawberries. You're handy like that, Mama.
That can be for Super Bowl, Valentine's Day, or any time.
Or Sunday Southern Lunch by Mama.
I found these pretty berries and I said, oh, chocolate. You look
That's what
like
she
you
said.
needing covered
She
in
said
chocolate.
berries are beautiful, but you just need a coat of chocolate on you. Yes, Mama looks great. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, darling. Beautiful, beautiful Mama. Thank you, Paula. Y'all are so sweet to Mama. She is a beautiful woman inside and out. Mama's heart's as big as all the outdoors. Thank you, Phyllis, for being here. Yes, it's beautiful. Hey, Jason, how are you? Who else is out there? Yes, it's a rose, so pretty. So y'all can see it. All right, good. Are we bubbling in brown, Mama?
No,
How long has it been in there?
just 15 minutes. Or
No, surely not. Has it? Did you?
I can't remember.
13 minutes, you said? 15 minutes? You don't
I
know.
can't tell.
We don't even know. We had it set on an hour. Do you have an hour when you put it in there?
I can't remember now. We're rushing and talking.
When it gets bubbling and brown, that's the reason we don't give you the times. We can't keep up with it ourselves. Bubbling and brown, that's what we're looking for. Thanks for the hearts. Those are beautiful strawberries, especially at this time of year. They are, and I guess they brought out a special Valentine's edition.
Every year, I know when I was in the
Martha
school-
says, don't forget Mama on Tuesday.
Oh,
Mama looks beautiful. Beautiful Mama. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. I made chocolate covered strawberries last year. Cheryl, they're good, aren't they? Oh, Elizabeth, how are you? Mama's so cute. She is, ain't she?
thank
Mean
you.
as a devil sometimes, though.
I heard that.
Oh, truth's truth, Mama. Can't you be mean as a devil sometimes?
No,
No!
I don't think I could ever be mean as the devil.
No, you're not, but you're mean to me sometimes.
That is called correction. That ain't being
Oh,
mean.
excuse me.
I have to correct you through your life to make you a good person.
Beautiful red outfit, Mama. What do you get your mama for Valentine's Day? Brian? I usually get her stuff all through the year. I don't know that I ever have gotten you anything just for Valentine's Day.
You say that was your daddy's job. That wasn't yours.
That was Dad's job. Now, I did a lot of Valentine's gifts for her, and he got all the credit. You need to be finding your mother something for Valentine's Day and let me know and I'll pay for it. I don't know. I guess she's going to do some chocolate strawberries for both of us. I'm a just because gifter more than I am a holiday gifter. I've always felt like, now I'm not judging nobody. And you know, here's the thing with Mama and Valentine's Day, she got a little burnt out with Valentine's Day, and I'll tell you why. We had a flower shop for years, 4 or 5 years, long years. Wonderful, wonderful, but it was a lot of work.
And then I worked a full job, and you worked a full job too.
And the people we partnered with, they worked full jobs. So we thought it was just going to be a little, you know. And at Valentine's Day, we literally did not sleep the day before. So we work all night, come home, take a shower, go back. We were so busy. And if Mama got flowers on Valentine's Day, she'd have been mad. Now, if she got chocolate-covered strawberries, even then she'd have been glad. But it was a while there before, you know, Mama was excited about flowers. She is now. She loves to get flowers now. It took a while, 6 years, 7 years for it to wear off, though, didn't it, Mama?
Yeah, it was hard. You handled all those flowers. You was kind of tired
Like
of
if I
looking
had to
at
see
it.
another red rose. But you know, we had several people that didn't want red roses. We had a lot of people like tulips. So if you're going out this week looking for your sweetheart some roses or something, you know, there's other things besides red. Red is typical of the love rose, but say her favorite thing is red tulips. See if your florist has some tulips. Now, if you know tulips,
Get her favorite. That's what counts. Her, what she likes.
tulips are the only cut flower that will continue to grow. So if you buy tulips and your florist arranges them and they look one way, and then the next day they kind of grow out of that pot a little bit, and you think those don't look the same because they're growing still. So tulips are the only cut flower that will continue to grow. And you can tell her, you know, we had one customer that always said that she liked them because they did continue to grow, and it was such a sign of their love together, and that was a wonderful tribute. So anyway, there's all kinds of stuff. We run into all kinds of different orders. People love. Mama would rather stay home than to go out to eat. And Sherry, that's the truth. Mama don't care much about going out to eat. Here's 2 things. Mama likes to go to Texas Roadhouse,
Yeah.
but not often.
No, it gets old if you go often.
Like sometimes I'll say, you want to go to Texas? No, let's go. We'll go your birthday, or we'll go my birthday, or we'll go some other time, you know. So we're not big on going out to eat. Never really have been. We enjoy it, but it's not something we've ever done. We cook at home. That's the reason we cook all this stuff. And Mama enjoys that, doesn't she, Mama?
Yeah.
Dad would have eat out every day. He was just the opposite. Let's go somewhere. Let's go. Mama will go out for Texas Roadhouse, and she will go out for catfish. Mama's an easy to please kind of lady. Mama sang for them.
No,
You're so pretty sitting there. Sing
Oh,
them.
yeah, you can move that camera off.
Sing them a little song.
Johnny, you're going to get whipped in front of everybody. As Mikey used to say, let me seat you with him.
I think we better check our dish before we get in trouble. You want to go check it, Mama? It's hot. I'll get it.
No, it's all right.
She won't have nothing. You can't tell her.
See if
It's done.
you think it's done.
Oh, it's done. It's been 15 minutes now for sure. We're using this freshly grated cheese right out of this Mexican style Ford cheese, natural cheese from our own Coburn farm. I love the Coburn brand from Save-A-Lot. It doesn't have that funky powder on it that a lot of them do have, and I know what you're talking about.
Move
but
it. Is that anything on there?
these do not. Now this is bubbling. It's not brown, but I'm going to put it back
It's
in.
browning around the edges.
Oh yeah, it is. I see. But see how it's just bubbling and wonderful? No, you can't, because John don't have it where he needs to go. See how it's bubbling? It's a little brown here around the edges. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. So now I'm going to use the rest of this pack of cheese. And that's all I'm going to do is just sprinkle it on here. Now, probably you wouldn't have to put this back in the oven for this cheese to melt. But we will. Just to get it. Just to get it where it needs to be. You can use cheddar, you can use whatever your favorite is, or you could grate you some fresh parm on the top. You want to cover it all really good though.
This corner.
Yes, ma'am.
You make that.
Oh, Mama, I wouldn't slice you no cheese now. Wouldn't slice you that cheese.
You wouldn't.
No, ma'am. Look, it matches Mama's outfit.
Oh.
Now we are going to pay attention. We are going to tell you we're going to leave that in there on broil for about 2 minutes. And Mama's going to stand there and watch it because you don't leave broil. If you're going to broil something, you don't want to burn something. Broil is burn's cousin. You start with broil, you end with burn if you don't watch it. You can't be attentive enough to remember to go back to it. Minutes pass so quickly, and it only takes about 2 minutes to broil something, and it takes about 4 minutes to burn it, and you're going to be 4 minutes before you even know it. Take it from me, who's burnt many things. Especially if you're using an easy bake oven. They're a little smaller, and those burners are really close to whatever you're cooking, so you don't want to be burning stuff. Mama, I just realized we got matching plates, matching casserole, matching Mama's.
Oh, I didn't plan that. Oh.
You didn't? Well, you obviously didn't tell me I wore green and blue.
No, I didn't tell you, did I?
Sometimes Mama and I match, and people say, did you plan that? No. I don't never know what she's wearing until I get in the car. And I say, well, you look pretty, Mama. Well, that's pretty. I see her barely before we get in the car, but I ain't got time to pause because I'm on the run to get to church. Time I get up in the morning, we take care of Maggie. Maggie sometimes takes a 4-minute walk. Sometimes she takes a 20-minute walk. Sometimes it's 30 minutes. And I have to have my coffee, do my Sunday school. Well, what is it called? Y'all know what it's called. Sunday school highlights. Whew. Time to do that. Then it's about time to head on out that door for church. And it's a busy morning. Y'all know how it is. I often say, I have mad respect for you parents, grandparents, you folks who've got children to get up and get fed and get ready. I just have to say I ain't going to bed. I just stay up all night on Saturday night. And in school, it'd be the same way. I just have to stay up with them. I don't think I could get up, get them up, get them ready. I don't have no problem getting up in the morning. It's just been getting them up. I have had to get a few kids up for school in the times past, family kids. When they would stay with us or something, or have to take them to school or whatever. And I think, how do they do this every day? It'd be a little bit much. It'd be a lot. I want to sprinkle this on top of it because I put this stuff on everything anymore. And this is just McCormick's parsley flakes. This is just for a little pretty, a little added. But parsley does, when you put parsley in things, it brings out.
Just look how pretty it's melted.
Oh, mercy, Mom, that didn't take you no time. You are fast as lightning. Look at that, folks. That's beautiful. And a little bit of that spinach is already showing. Now I'm just going to take our little parsley. Now watch this magic. This is how you go from a 9 to a 10 in the food world. Just like anything else, a little makeup goes a long ways. A little pretty goes a long ways. You think, well, that don't help nothing, John. That don't do one thing for the flavor, and I don't know why you put that on there. Well, it just makes it pretty. We eat with our eyes first, and this is what we're doing. So when you sprinkle your little parsley on there, see, you take it from a 9 to a 10. That just elevated one level right there, simply with a little bit of beautiful green parsley. When you serve it to your company that way, they're going, oh my, that looks so good. Now, we're not having, look at this. I didn't buy these together. These were just.
This is a
Paula Dean. Miss Paula Dean. I've had I've
You
cooked.
got partially a little bit everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry,
That's
Mama.
all right.
No, here, let me. I wouldn't have you eat out of a dirty plate.
It wasn't dirty. It's just a little parsley.
What was I gonna say? Oh, if you take this somewhere, they're gonna really like that, just because it's so pretty, and the shells be so pretty. Parsley is good for you. It is. It really is. Freeze's chives would be good. Fresh chives, ooh, that would be good. Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for the nourishment of our bodies, dear Lord, and we just ask you to be with us. Watch over and lead and guide and direct us, dear Lord. Be with each and every prayer request that's out there, every need, dear Lord. We just pray that you'll answer it in your time, your will, and your glory. And dear Lord, put a hedge of protection on each and every one of us and be with this world. Be with our leaders. In your precious name we pray. Amen. Now, we're not having anything because we're cutting down on breads. We're doing something. But garlic bread would be good with this. The rolls would be good with this. You know, the other day when I took that biscuit and I dipped it in that butter and that compound butter, and then it would have been good. It was on top of that chicken casserole we made. So that would be good. Any of those kind of things would be good with this. Salad could be good with it. But Mom and I we do a lot of this right here. We make one dish, and that's what we have, because we find we have more leftovers if we make sides with everything. And this is a casserole, and it's good, and this is all we'll eat. And Mama's not big on a lot of sides. She wants mashed potatoes and green beans occasionally, but other than that, we've never been big side people, have we, Mama?
No.
I'll try to make that look a little prettier. Now you can kind of tell where your shells are in there. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Nope.
Ooh.
Mama. Well, I was going to try to get that messing it up, but you...
I'm going to eat and mess it up anyway. That's enough to your heart.
You're afraid I'll overgive you?
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of the Alfredo. Okay, Mama. Well, that's a happy shell. I'm going to tuck him in there where he won't be showing ugly. Okay, Mama, give it a try.
Give it a try, huh?
Don't burn your tongue. Did she get you something to drink?
No, not yet. I will.
Well, what do you want? I'll get it.
I don't know what I want. Guess I'll just drink some water.
Do you want water? Is that your water right there?
Yeah.
I thought it might be, Mama. Okay, what'd you think?
That's pretty good.
Is it? Mama said very good. Now, those little words don't mean a lot to a lot of people, but when Mama says something's very good, that means I really do like it. I'm not just trying to be nice to you.
This is a lot of carbs.
It is. You don't need bread with it. It's a lot of carbs. That Alfredo,
Need water.
even if it needs water.
I said I need water with all this.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to drink some water, Mama. Even if I say so myself, folks, that Alfredo is outstanding. It's wonderful. You can do so much with it. It's delicious. And like when I made it on the stove there, if you wanted to put you some cheddar cheese or other cheese flavors in it, you're welcome to do that, and it doesn't hurt a thing. You can use broccoli. Now, that's another good meal. Just cooked chicken, broccoli, and Alfredo. Delicious.
Oh yeah.
Spinach. We like the spinach pretty good, don't we?
Yeah, I believe I like the spinach better than I do the broccoli.
I do too. It's my favorite. Come on down here. Let's look at this really close. Well, I just now broke insulation from the phone.
Oh my goodness.
So, see, here's your little meal. Here's your stuffed shell. So when you cut into it, what you have is this wonderful little stuffing that you can see there. Then you have your cheese topping, and your Alfredo is all around it. So it's kind of like almost like a stuffed ravioli or something of that nature. And that's what you get. A little bit of difference with the shells versus just pasta. Looks rich and delicious. It is rich and delicious. It's not something you want to eat a whole bunch of. This right here is a good helping. But this will be for a couple of days, and we might share this. It's Sunday. We always run into somebody today. It might be 2 o'clock.
It is after 2 o'clock.
And we might just now be eating Sunday dinner. But it was worth it. What do you say, Mama?
It's very good.
Very good. Would make it again, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Have made it before, yes. I don't think we filmed it, though.
I don't remember.
I don't remember filming it.
But that don't mean nothing because I don't remember.
It is a little longer prep. But when you're doing it at home, you can do it all together. It's not that bad. I recommend it. I say try it. Mama, you got anything you want to add today?
Mm-mm.
Folks, we're going to say goodbye. We've kept you on here forever, and thank you for staying. Thank you for all your do for us and for all your kind words, your comments. Keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing, keep sending up the love, the hearts, and the thumbs up. We appreciate every bit of that. And we're growing. The page is growing. You all are sharing. You have to be doing it right. So we appreciate that. It's not going unnoticed and not going unappreciated at all. I did post a little thing the other day about if you want to join Mama's Tupperware team, go on over and join it. They're doing a big special right now. So if you've ever thought, I'd like to get my Tupperware a little cheaper, or you ever thought, I'd like to make a little extra money, now's the time, because they have thrown out all the stops. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it's like the chopper. There's all these incentives. So if you're on the fence about it and you've been thinking about it, I can't think of a better time than right now, because they do have pushes and they tell us, try to get some recruits, try to see this. And they say, we're going to make it worth their while. We're going to give them incentive.
I really believe this time it's worth their while.
It really is. Like the Macro Pro Grill that we are always talking about. If you sell a certain amount, it's not that much. You get it. Yeah, I don't really. It's on some kind of special, but that may be for the recruiter. I don't know, but there is the chopper. You can get the big chopper and the little chopper if you join for some specials. I don't know all the specials. I just know that they're doing a thing, and I've got the details in the flyer. So check out that flyer, and then you go to the link, and then hit the hamburger sign, the little 3 dots that be right there. And when you hit that, it takes you to a menu, and it says shop or join. You hit join, and you can join our team, Mama's team. Yeah. It's Coffee Time with John and Mama's her team name. So you can join the Coffee Time team, and you can go to meetings and all that. You can see why Mama loves it so good. You can see the whole Tupperware family, and it's a neat little family, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Mama loves all that. Mama's a meeting kind of gal.
Oh yeah.
She goes to meetings. I have to go to meetings for work. Mama goes to meetings for fun. She'll say, "Now I won't be here Tuesday or Thursday. I got meetings both days."
I probably won't be here next Monday. I have a homemakers meeting.
I have a homemakers meeting. Mama, you don't have to go to you. I want to go. It's fun. Mama loves it. Mama's a social butterfly. She acts real shy here, and she is camera shy. And when I leave her, when I leave her on camera alone, I get a talking to. Sometimes before we start, sometimes after we film. But it's always, don't leave me like that. I'm afraid I'll mess something up or poke the wrong button. I said, Mama, I have just to sit there and talk.
I can't talk like you. You're a wind baby.
Oh, Mama, that kind of hurt.
It did.
Oh.
You're just like your daddy. You can talk from now.
I am like my daddy. The older I get, I even look in the mirror sometimes. Or sometimes I'll cough. And I'll think, well, that was Dad. That's what Dad sounded. It's just funny how as you get older, you turn into your parents, and it's just little things you do. Some things I do every once in a while, and I'll say, well, hello, Lena.
You're like your granny.
That's my granny, 100%. And I said, well, hello, Lena, where'd that come from? Because I've said something that only my granny would have said, or done something that only my granny would have done.
When you was little, I'd say, you're just like your daddy, or somebody would say, you look just like your daddy, and you'd pucker up and stuff, and you'd say, I don't do it, I look just like me, I look like me.
Ain't that awful? Truth's the truth, though. I'm my daddy, 100% cookie cutter, and you know what? I'm proud of that, because my daddy was a good guy, real good guy. Everybody loved my daddy. He used to say, and this isn't bragging on us, this is him. He would forget that someone had passed, or we wouldn't tell him. You know, somebody would be at the funeral home, and he would forget, and it'd upset him to no end. He'd say, I can't believe that I didn't know that they were at the funeral home. When I die, you're going to have to hire people to come and see me. And he would always say that over and over, because we would, he would go to funerals, he would pay his respects, we would too, but it was just, he really made it an important thing. But he'd say, you'll have to pay people to see me.
He always told me I'd have to hire mourners.
I have to hire mourners, you don't. And when he passed, it was family, we received friends, family from 5 to 6, and then from 6 to 9 was receiving the friends. My friend owns the funeral home, and so he came back there about 15 after 5, and he said, I hate to bother you, but do you care if we go ahead and let people start coming in? And I said, no, let's be fine. And he said, they're lined up to the sidewalk and down the street. And I said, oh yeah, let them come in. And there was a constant line from then till 9 o'clock. And it never stopped. And it was such a blessing to know that people cared about him so much, and they loved him so much, and they respected him so much. And Dad was the type of person, you just didn't know whatever he was up to. For years, 2 years, so after he passed, Mom would be out somewhere, and some stranger she had no idea who it was, just different ones, would come up to her and say, Miss Davis, you're Don Davis's wife, aren't you? And she'd say, yeah. And they'd hand her a $20 bill. And then say, I owe him this. He let me borrow this. He saw when I was down, and he let me borrow this. Or, Miss Davis, here's $5. I owed it. And it was just amazing to us that so many people honored him enough to even afterwards would pay back or to respect Mom to do that. And it was just such a blessing to know that he always helped me, and he was just a good guy like that. And I know I'm bragging on him a little bit, but he deserves it. But he was always just a good guy.
Yeah.
So
He'd help anybody.
yeah, so he was a good guy. And so to be connected with him and to be said, you're just like your daddy, or you remind me of your daddy, I always take that as a compliment. So anyway, I don't know how I got chasing that rabbit, but that's what I do, folks. This is real life, real living. If you were sitting here, you get the same treatment, except probably Mama would be filling your plate up and saying, you ain't got enough, you're going to have to eat some more.
More than you're talking now. Just apologize.
Okay, Mama, let's go. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye.
Y'all stick around. She's coming back with some chocolate covered strawberries in just a few. Bye.